Hey everybody, I'm Tom Ross.
And I'm Todd Anderson.
You're watching a Versus Series on StarCityGames.com.
All right, so no events this weekend, but last weekend was pretty good.
Ooh, in Dallas, where I won?
Oh, the weekend before that was pretty good.
Yeah, we're filming this right after Dallas. I had just won SCG Orlando with White Red Humans. I guess again. So I'm not gonna play White Red Humans this time. You're probably tired of seeing me play that deck.
No one ever gets tired of you playing your decks, Tom. Don't just be a little less modest, all right? Just hype it up.
This is a premium video. I don't want to make it too short, so I'm gonna play this white blue aggro deck played by Brendan DeCandio, who top 8'd in Orlando as well. He beat Jerry Thompson in top 8, then lost in top 4. But it's a nice take on the deck. It's a deck that beats green-white tokens. He says he was 12-0 before playing Jerry, so he was happy to get that pairing, even though Jerry's a very fearsome opponent. It's very much like Hugo Terra's deck from SCG Atlanta, except he cut like the weaker 2-drops like Dimensional Infiltrator for like stronger 2-drops like Neither White Orchid. Yeah,
and you know there's a lot of cool little synergies in the deck that I really like. You know, some games you're gonna play it like a blue-white flash deck, since you have Rattle Chains and Archangel Avacyn. And then out of the sideboard, you even have like Secure the Waste, and you have that element of surprise with Westfell Abbey as well, which we actually got to see on camera as the only couple of minutes of their match, where DeCandio end of turn Secure the Waste, untap, and killed Jerry with Xaxes on a flip Avacyn trigger after sacrificing a spawn, and then a Westfell Abbey.
It was a pretty complex thing. I'm not surprised he saw it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he missed it too. But he caught it. He knows his deck very well.
Yeah, I've actually known Brennan for quite a while, and he's never struck me as a player who was anything less than good. So.
True.
No, so today we're going to be playing that deck as well as Jeff Hoagland's Abzan Seasons Pass deck that also top 8'd that same event. He beat, who did he beat in the quarterfinals? Do you recall?
He beat Dan Jessup.
That's right. Yeah, he beat Dan Jessup in the quarterfinals, who was playing a Cryptolith Rights deck. But Jeff Hoagland's deck, Abzan Seasons Pass, is a little bit different from what we've actually seen a lot in Standard recently. You know, there was an uptick of Black-Green Seasons Pass right after the Pro Tour, thanks to old Johnny Magic. But, yeah, it didn't really catch on as well as I thought it would. You know, I think the engine of Dark Petition plus Seasons Pass is incredibly powerful, and it really just depends on what else goes into the deck. And I thought that the Black-Green version was a little threat light, since it only really had Kalidas, Hissing Quagmire, and Flip Nissa as win conditions, which seemed a little light. But, you know, with all the card advantage and the removal and the discard, and, you know, Seasons Pass is just huge enough that it's going to grind your opponent out, and it doesn't really matter what you win with. But the games where you know, don't either have time to Dark Petition for Seasons Pass, or you just don't draw it, you want the rest of your deck to actually be able to win the game. And I don't think that was something that John Finkel's version of the deck could really do. Jeff Hoagland, however, does have access to some pretty big top end with Limbal the Preserver as a way to recoup a lot of lost life, as well as make 2 blockers when you're pretty far behind on board. This also puts your opponent in a position where they actually have to overextend onto the board, and it makes your languishes way better. Even though you're killing your 3/3 Angel, you know, your opponent still has to respect the stuff you put into play.
Yeah, I think it's like one of the better 4 language decks. Hoagland's deck found a good sweet spot to beat green-white tokens and humans. He beat me in Swiss and beat Charles Gindy too. Beat Andrew Jessup, Dan Jessup's brother, who was also in green-white. In fact, like, he was first seed, and going to the last round, Jerry was like 7th at the time, and then they got paired against each other because Hoagland played all of us between like 2 and 5. And I don't know, he just beat everybody, nearly everybody in the top 8. I don't think he played Brennan though in Swiss, so that's why we're kind of playing this matchup to see how this goes.
Yeah. Last but not least, Sword and Grim Nemesis, also a decent addition to the deck. Very similar to, you know, the other cards in the deck like Obnixilis, where you just play a thing, use it to generate a bunch of card advantage, either on board by killing a creature and maybe gaining a little bit of life, or just plussing and you know, closing the game out if your opponent's on low life total, or just getting some extra card advantage.
Yeah, as big as an end game that Sorin and Limvala are, mostly his end game is going to be Sylvan Advocate plus the creature lands.
Yeah, and that's something that you have to respect as well, because Sylvan Advocate, a great early creature to block and put pressure on slower decks, as well as slow draws from opponents. But later in the game, you have so many creature lands now with Shambling Vent and Hissing Quagmire. Since the deck is 3 colors, you already want to play the Shambling Vents, and you kind of just get to free roll having this 2-drop in your deck that is just bananas. So, all right, well, that's the matchup. Let's go ahead and get to the games and see who takes it down between Brendan DeCandio's blue-white
Aggro.
Aggro?
Kind of spirity, but mostly aggro.
And Jeff Hoagland's black-green-white Abzan Seasons Past. All right, we're here for game 1, and I won the die roll, and this hand is not terrible. We would obviously like another black source since our deck is very heavy on black. Drawing 2 copies of Canopy Vista in our opener is not ideal since... you know, green and white are actually secondary colors in the deck, but since we're on the play and have Read the Bones and some catch-up stuff, I think we'll be okay. We're going to keep.
Yeah, just got some. Yeah, I'm not the Word Orchid, so maybe I'll catch up.
All right, here we go.
I'm doing
Meandering River. All right, well, we drew that, so we're going to just go ahead and get that into play.
I'm going to spook him a little bit. Go.
Uh-oh. What could it be? All right, we're going to Read them Bones.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to take a look at the top 2. So we already have 1 copy of this very expensive spell. So I think we're actually going to bottom... I kind of want to bottom both. If I bottom both, I have a higher chance of drawing untapped mana over the next few turns. Basically I just want to hit a basic land so my Canopy Vista can come into play untapped at some point. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I just want to keep the land, and I think I will bottom the other thing. Alright, so I'm at 18.
Ooh. I don't think I need to defer from the plan, which was Nighten Up.
Alright.
They must try to spook him again.
I don't think Nightlight Orchid is a
There you go.
is a spirit, so I don't think you can protect it with a rattle chains. All right, so we actually have kind of a strange turn here. I think we can use our mana efficiently by going Virulent Plague and a tapped land. But that doesn't really change too much of what we can do next turn, except perhaps go Transgress plus Ruinous Path. And I do want to get my tapped land into play sooner rather than later. It doesn't shut down too much in his deck, but it does a little bit. So we'll just do that. It's not great. Shutting down the potential of things like Gideon Knight or Eldrazi Scions from Sky Spawner, I think is
Doing this
fine.
next turn. What am I doing this turn, though? Guess I'm just hitting.
Alright, 16.
Unsure what to do, so let's do the most mana efficient play. Go.
Well, this is not great. The threat of Avacyn is real.
Real.
Unfortunately, if we had 6 mana, we could go discard plus this. But we can't do that this turn, so I kind of just want to play an Obnixilis and tick up. That's going to put me to 9 or have my Obnixilis die. I think I'm actually fine with either of those for now. So we'll do this.
No pain. I think that's 6. Jesus.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll go to 15 and draw. I could minus on the knight, but there's a pretty high chance that he just goes... go ahead. He just goes Avacyn, protects it, and then is able to only attack it for 2 with the knight, and then hit me for 4 still. Plus I miss out on the card.
Well, shoot.
I don't know. Plus this makes it so there's a very good chance that I actually just gain 6 life from him having to attack the Obnixilis.
think I kind of know what I want to do. I think I want to attack that thing. And... man, I'm missing out on a lot of damage if I attack that Obnixilis.
Yeah. So one thing that people don't really grasp about Planeswalkers is that it's okay to kind of run them under the bus, because usually you're gaining as much life, if not more, to the loyalty on it. Like if Tom had an Abzan as well as a 3/3 creature, he would probably still be attacking Obnixilis for 7, which would actually end up getting me 7 life instead of just 6.
So my hand is tough. I'm gonna cast 2 spells. One could be a Sky Spawner and this Gideon, but that would make my Abzan flip. So I'd lose a Sky Spawner, but I'd have a Gideon emblem probably. If I wanted a Gideon emblem.
Well, making a 2/2 doesn't.
Oh, I can't make a token because of Virulent Plague, so I can't cast Sky Spawner and do much. But it'll make, no matter if I make the token or not, it's gonna die and it's gonna flip to Abzan, so that's something to consider. So basically, if I cast Sky Spawner, my board's kind of gonna die. What if I just Gideon emblem? That's inefficient. Very inefficient, but I think I'm going to anyway. It makes my Abzan live through Languish. That's probably good enough. So I can smack him for 8, or I can kill an Obnixilis, which sadly I think...
You also have the option to hit Obnixilis for 5. Or no, actually, yeah, you can hit Obnixilis for 5, putting it to 1, and then hit me for 3, if you'd rather do that.
I don't think so. I think I'm just going to smack it. Go. Maybe I can get enough emblems to where my creatures will live through. Flip Abzan. Yeah, I think that was smart. I need an emblem before I cast anything to have 3 toughness.
Alright, I think we're just going to go Transgress, and then probably Ruinous Path, but we'll start with that.
Options.
Our hand is not super afraid of anything except another emblem, I think. So I think we'll just hit the Gideon.
I forgot my night tap to attack. I'm used to having always watching him play.
Alright, I'm going to take 1 down to 14 and then Ruinous Path to Archangel.
Okay, so I'm at risk of Languish stuff.
Alright, here you go. Well. Yeah, if he presents another threat onto the board, we threaten to clear with a Languish.
Guess I'll just play the weaker looking creatures, which would be this and this. Clue and 3 damage.
Okay. 11.
Alright, I'm done.
Well, we really want to hit land drops, but we can't afford to miss this turn, so we'll just do this.
That happened.
And here you go.
Dang. Should I get greedy and pop my clue? Probably not. What could he play? What could he play? So I'm definitely casting this. Will I ever get a land with this knight? Ever.
Does it matter getting the land? Your deck doesn't have a ton of stuff to do with, like...
Guess not. This will give me a chance to attack through Hissing Quagmire, maybe even a Sylvan Advocate if needed. I guess it would anyway, but it does get through Quagmire. Whatever, go. I need more flashy cards. Maybe this video will take a while. Doesn't seem like either of us gonna run each other's streets over. I won't lie, it's the first time I played this deck, so I might be on the slower end of things.
Yeah, same.
Todd is always slow.
Oh, okay.
Always.
Alright. Alright, sure. We're gonna do this. Yep. And then we're just gonna do this and then play the force and say go. Now we're threatening to potentially flip our Nissa next turn.
Is that good?
Unfortunately, the Bygone Bishop making clues is not exactly great for us, but I think we're okay with him overextending if he wants.
I think I'm about to overextend because my eyes. I get 2 clues anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, maybe I'll give him a chance to block and then reevaluate my situation. My sitch, if it would, as you will. I mean, I should just crack a clue. So if a crack clue hit a land, then all things the same. If a crack clue hit like a Gideon or something, things would be way different. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good, because if you wrath me, I can follow up. Alright, I'm gonna bounce your creature. Get my clue back, and then get you for 6 damages.
Alright, I'm at 5.
Okay.
Well then.
Am I getting wrathed on, or?
I don't know. Alright. Since I probably actually messed up. I probably should have done this last turn.
Maybe drew Limvala? Oh no.
I think I still should do this. I can be greedy and play Read the Bones first, but that just seems real bad, so we'll just do
Alright,
this.
they did.
Here you go. Here, tap it like this.
Third Inspector? Yes. 1 clue, 5 clues.
That's a lot of clues.
Alright, I'm done.
Well,
It's always like the best card to have in my opening hand or later.
alright. Well, he's going to basically draw the rest of his deck, so this is going to be a fight. We're going to gain 5 up to 10 and make an angel. Say go. At the very least, the angel threatens to trade with the Handwear Militia Captain, so it's unlikely he's going to be able to attack. If he finds a way to exile or deal with the Limvala, then he can attack with a Bygone Bishop.
Huh. I drew some good ones. If I had this last turn, I think he'd be dead. Not dead. But close. Let's... do I even want to trade that for an angel? Probably not. I think just this'll come on in.
Alright, go 7.
Conservative. Go. So many clues. Where did Limvala go? Oh, there she is. Okay.
She's hiding.
Oh, that's a 1/1. Shoot.
Oh, it is a 1/1.
I messed up.
Yeah, me too. Huh.
I could attack with everything.
Yeah. No comment. Alright, we're gonna play another Nissa and get a forest.
2 Nissas is lucky.
You bounced it.
I know.
I know, that's the joke. Alright, we're gonna flip this.
It's been a while since I played with Bygone Bishop. The card feels good.
It does.
I don't know how it's still alive.
I think I'm gonna make a 4/4 and play a Silver Advocate. Oh yeah, 2/2. Oh, that's a lot worse. Maybe I should just tick up then.
No take backs.
Alright, that's fine. Just Angel gonna be on chump block duty.
Oh. Ooh, kinda need that one. So I could. What am I getting in? Do I want to attack this? Probably. Yeah. What? Enter the battlefield. All right. I guess it's gonna be that. Now if I don't, I could. Oh, I don't even know if I want to flip this thing. Okay, whatever. Attack that Nissa and attack you. That's smart. That's smart enough. Whatever.
Let's see. I don't think we can afford to have Militia Captain flip, so I think I'm gonna block and kill it.
You want me to make 1/1s that immediately die?
I mean, the fact that it's just gonna be too big is the real thing. Like, if I draw Languish, I can't kill it?
Dude, you kill all my creatures and it's smaller.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever, man. It's your world.
I'm also at 7. You're attacking me for 5, so it's like chump here and go to 2. or double block and kill it. I'm still gonna do it.
So this gets whooped.
You make good points, but all right. Shouldn't have cast that Virulent Plague. Duly noted.
Did I play land this turn? I forgot. Yeah, I did. Okay, go.
Alright, so can't play the Sylvan Advocate. It's locked out currently from Reflector Mage.
That's not great.
That was a really good draw, actually.
Oh, anything but Soren Grim Nemesis.
Well, I already have that.
Oh,
I've just
no.
been trying to find the best spot to cast it. Now we drew a good one. So, -4 here.
Oh.
Or actually, no, -5 since this is going to kill it anyway. So we're going to go to 12. Target the
Well,
Reflector
you were at
Mage.
5 just now. You took 2 damage from...
Oh, I
Grim
did, you're right.
Spectre.
So I'm going to go 10.
What are you killing?
Target Reflector Mage.
Jesus.
And then ultimate price this.
Okay.
And say go.
Get out of here, McVitie. Interesting stuff. Can I cast all these spells? Not quite.
Three Inspector's nuts. Just nuts.
Yeah, it's gonna kill... I can't kill you now, I can't. Okay. Let me just crack a clue first. Go.
Alright, for 3 mana, I'm not exactly sure what he can do, but I think this is about the best possible spot to cast this card. So we're going to
Okay.
cast that. Alright, Laval exiled, so we'll get Soren back as our 6. We don't have we have Obnixilis at 5. Languish at 4. We have Ruinous Path, Nissa, or Read the Bones at 3. I think we just want to do the Ruinous Path.
So this is untapped right now?
Yeah, I'm casting another spell though. It's either going to be a 2-drop from my graveyard or a 2-drop from my hand. I haven't decided yet. Alright, 3, 2. Just max murder everything. And I guess we don't really want to get Reflector Mage and take excess damage, so we'll just ultimate price Anafenza. Oh, she's a spirit. Am I dead? Go.
You are. Got this other Gideon emblem. Woohoo.
Stupid rattle chains. Stupid Anafenza being a spirit. I'm stupid. Alright, game 2 on the play. We're going to take 1 second to talk about the end of game 3, though. So, Tom ended up missing a few points of damage one turn because we both forgot that my Angel was a 1/1 due to my own Virulent Plague. So I think the ultimate outcome of that game would have been the same, since I would have been at a significantly lower life total. But the reason I main phased the ultimate price was, as Tom pointed out off to the side, that I was going to be discarding that turn. But because of that and the threat of Rattle Chains, I probably should have just cast Sylvan Advocate instead. So I think that I had some lines to buy me some time, but overall I think that it should not have mattered due to the original miscommunication or missed onboard thing. So.
Fight.
All right. Okay. All right.
I'm only gonna 6, so I'm gonna get my scry on. But I don't know. Probably don't want that. Oh, it's my 4th land. Shoot. I think it'll get awkward. Nah. Kind of interested in popping a clue on my turn 2.
All right. We're just gonna keep on keeping on. We're the beatdown in this game.
I want to attack him, but I'll be disciplined and not go.
Pretty sure I would block. Whack. Don't really want to cast this thing, so we'll play this land.
Now what? Probably gonna be my turn 5. Aug.
Oh. That's the one thing about Third Inspector I hate. Just playing against it is that you just don't want to do anything against it, and you just end up taking chip damage. Later on, it gets bigger, smushes you. Alright, go.
Port Towerville Plains.
Sure.
Go.
Alright, Anguish this, get my thing back. Take 3.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, if I actually kind of wish I didn't have a creature land in that spot because there's a small chance that Tom actually attacks and I get to free roll eat his creature, but since I had the potential to just block with Shambling Vent, there was no way for me to actually do that. Alright, so what can happen at instant speed? Rattle Chains, basically the only thing. If he double Rattle Chains, he can... it doesn't change anything. Okay.
Want to see my deck list?
Whatever. YOLO.
Okay.
Alright, I go back up to 18, you go to 14.
Yep.
And go.
What's that do? What if I get land languished? How upset am I? Kinda. Not too bad, I don't think. One clue.
Okay.
Go.
Tight. So.
Oh, sure.
So, just FYI, definitely don't go Languish and then crack your Evolving Wilds. You can do it any other way. You can even pass the turn. Alright, I'm just gonna fetch a Forest and cast Languish.
Good.
And I'm attacking for 0. Here we go.
Shoot. Tough spot.
Alright.
Okay, I'm done.
Alright, attack Gideon. So if we Sorin in -4 to kill the Gideon, he can Rattle Chains and then kill the Sorin? That's probably bad. Probably should have just attacked with a Shambling Vent also.
True.
Alright, I'll just kill it. We're still not in bad shape or anything, but definitely could have played that turn a little better. Go. We didn't really want to play removal spell on the token. Attack.
10.
Alright, Sorin took up.
Okay.
86.
Alright.
Here 4. Here we go. No end of turn play, he said.
Yep.
Take up.
Alright. How many 6-drops are in that deck?
3. Or 4, excuse me. There's a couple of 5-drops in there too, though.
Okay, we're here for sideboarding. I'm gonna play more of a flash game and take out some of my smaller creatures because I don't want to get hit by Languish too hard. So you Handworm Militia Cabinet. That's a card that wants me to overextend into Languish or whatever, and I don't want to be caught up in that. And then I'm taking out like a few other small creatures like the Sky Spawner and the Anafenza. Sky Spawner is okay, it's good at flipping Abzan, which I'm bringing in a copy, but when there's a Virulent Plague out, it's kind of weak. Even though I do see Todd bringing it out, I don't know, I gotta make room for the other cards I want to bring in. He's a control deck, so I'm bringing in more counter spells, the 3 negates, fourth or third copy of Ojai's Command and the Strat Dancer. And then just Archangel Abzan has another threat to play on his turn and try to keep him guessing as what the contents of my hand is.
Yeah, sure. On my side, I'm obviously worried about Tom's more explosive draws. When I don't draw Languish, I'm definitely going to get run over sometimes, but that deck is not nearly as aggressive as a lot of the other human-based decks in the format. But I still think Lambbolt Pacifist is pretty decent in the matchup for buying me some time early on. Obviously, a lot of his creatures do fly, but he has shown me a bunch in the main that do not fly. And Pacifist also being able to pressure Gideon, I think, is a big deal. If Tom wants to sit back on his hands and play the flash game, then I sometimes get to flip Lambbolt Pacifist. If he wants to main phase the cards that he would normally hold up at flash speed, then that just makes my sorcerer speed removals a little bit better. So Pacifist has some value to it aside from what's on paper. 2 copies of Kalidas, which he doesn't have a lot of creatures that matter whether they exile or just go to the graveyard. But I think Cletus is just a strong threat in general against a deck with a ton of creatures in it when I'm a deck with a ton of removal. Cletus is pretty tough for him to get off the board. Has a couple of copies of like Stasis Snare and Reflector Mages, but those are going to get taxed pretty hard with Pacifist as well as Sylvan Advocate. Dragon Lord Tramoka, he's going to have some counter spells post-board like Ojai's Command, and we want to have a threat that can stick through something like that, as well as present a giant clock and gains back some lost life. Another reason why Cletus is good is because of the lifelink ability. And then another removal spell in Ultimate Price. What we're cutting is a lot of the generic card advantage that costs us life. Obnixilis and Read the Bones are both kind of clunky and slow, especially on the draw. If I'm on the play next game, I might bring back in Read the Bones, and that's something definitely to consider while sideboarding. Read the Bones is significantly better when you're on the play than the draw, because you usually have at least one turn where you can take a turn off to draw 2 cards. But on the draw, I don't think I'm going to have nearly enough time. Transgress does not hit too much in his deck. I cannot afford to have a card like that miss. And then Obnixilis doesn't pressure Gideon, doesn't play well against a flash creature since it's like a 5-mana sorcery speed kill spell. And it's similar to Read the Bones in that I don't know if I have time to just like tick it up and take damage. So
I kind of want to draw first, but I ain't going to. Alright, we're here for game 3. I'm on the play. Sadly, I kind of wish I was on the draw. But, I don't know. Need a blue source, I guess. What am I going to do with this? I don't know. Okay.
My side, we don't have green mana, but I think this hand is definitely keepable on the draw since we have a couple ways to interact with him, so.
Maybe I shouldn't be keeping that. No, I'm sorry.
Alright.
That's Gideon. I'm like drawing a card. Alright, go. I'm all over the place. I'm a mess.
Go. True in both Magic and real life.
Yeah, go.
So since he's not putting any pressure on me, I kind of want to sandbag this removal for a little bit. If he had played out a 2-drop, there's a good chance I would have just Grasp of Darkness to kill it, but...
Go.
You look vexed. Go. So, Tom has not said anything about Neither the White Orchid, but I really don't think I can afford to miss my land drop here, unfortunately. So we'll just play it, let him get his free blue-white source off his knight, which is pretty annoying, but...
What can you do?
Yeah, I mean, if we just draw and don't play a land, then we have to discard. So he's actually undoing his mulligan either way. And I think we get to use mana later in the game a little bit better than him. Assuming that he doesn't have any Bygone Bishop shenanigans.
Go. I got to nurse each card I have. I don't have many of them.
Yeah. It's possible that he's going to cast Rattle Chains, but I think I'm more than fine. Cletus might get Reflector Maged, but again, that's not that big of a deal. I wonder how often people Dark Petition for a land. Thinking about doing that next turn.
If he goes double removal spell, I might be in trouble-ish. Whatever. Secret. Where's my M's in this little pile of...
Alright. Anguish I'm making, targeting Morph.
Okay, counter it.
Alright. So we did that one first because we want him to counter that one. That one's actually worse here than Grasp of Darkness. So we'll go to 19, target this, get a zombie, attack for 3, gain 3. 22, 17.
Okay.
Go. You basically have to pop the Stratus Dancer. It's going to counter something eventually. Might as well counter the card that deals us 3. And is effectively worse because it exiles. And would not trigger Kalidas. Or not trigger, but...
So awkward.
I guess there's some argument actually to leaving in one copy of Read the Bones for almost this exact situation next turn.
I really want to pass the turn. Sure, go.
Alright, well, don't think we really want to attack into Abzan, since if we attack with both, let's just draw first and see. So if we attack with both, he has the option to double block this with Abzan and the Knight, and even if we pump it, it doesn't get over it. The threat of removal spell could potentially change that, but
I think this card's kind of bad. Gonna take one out.
I think I'm just gonna go Dark Petition.
Okay, that resolves.
Alright, so we're gonna get 3 black. I think we actually want to get a Canopy Vista here, and then just use the black mana to cast our Sylvan Advocate. Since we kind of want to land, but we also... well, I could also get Grasp of Darkness, I guess, but then we still can't really attack through Abzan. Could just use it as an actual tutor and just get a spell we can cast next turn. But I think since our hand is so good, we'll just do that.
What do you have? You have 2 black in your mana pool?
I do.
What can I even do?
Alright, I'm going to pass priority. Oh, yeah.
I'm doing this.
Forgot
I'm countering this and drawing a card.
Okay.
So now I guess you can hit me if you want.
Attack for 3, 14 to 25.
Yeah.
You're go.
Dear. Could I really do kind of nothing again? Maybe. Sure. Try to do kind of nothing again. Maybe. What can I do next turn? That. Go.
From the Cletus.
Anguish I'm making is no, it's yeah from
No,
Cletus.
yeah, I got exile from Cletus.
I'm vulnerable.
Whatever. Could like...
You got a 5/5?
Yeah, what else do you want me to do?
Okay.
I got more life and only slightly fewer creatures. Go. I could activate the Channeling Event and attack. He could double block, and I could trade my land for a Knight, which is fine. If I attack with Channeling Event and the zombie token, he gets to eat the zombie token for free. And he could chump the Channeling Event, so...
Legendary creature demon.
True.
So I want a knight. I think I do. Even though, no. So tough. Let's get emblem.
Okay.
Go. It's a good chance this Lamvala is going to connect anyway. But if by happenstance it doesn't, I'm in better shape. I just let it hit me anyway. Card 3. Like, what's the worst that can happen? I guess my creature would die. Okay. What's up?
Yep.
Good luck. Hot dog. We're doing it now.
Do this. Go. Alright, so I take 3 down to 22.
Yep. Hot dog. Alright, 7 damage.
Alright, I'm at 15. Tides have turned.
Probably should be cacking my clue first.
Abzan was a big deal. I actually just probably should not have attacked with the Limvala.
Oh crap. Where am I at? How many lands you got? 7? Go.
Oversized command is a pretty big deal here. Guess we'll.
Jesus.
If we get negated. Alright, target this. If we get negated, that's real bad. I'm gonna target this and this. Alright, no negate.
Wait, should I? Well, I mean, I can crack my clue to try to find a negate.
Oh, sure.
I don't know if I care. I think I would be doing that in most circumstances.
Alright, here you go.
So I did have Ojai's command, but I didn't really have anything great to bring back. If I had one less land in him, that'd have made my choices much easier. But I did not.
Alright, I'm at 6. Last turn I was at 22. What, or 25. Jeez.
I don't think I'm gonna beat him on lands, so play my guard.
Alright, Shimley Mint can't block the knight. You can pick up. I mean, I know Tom has said that he is thinking about Oshai's commanding, but like I was pretty sure he had it even before.